interrupt your regular programming for this special sports broadcast.
Sargent delivers. Well hit, deep in the left field. That ball could drop, and it does, right at the fence again. It's the same exact spot, and another home run for Jessica Bryant. How do you do that 2 times in a row? Unbelievable. Back-to-back HRs for Jessie Bryant. 6-0 Cougars.
Everyone can see we're together as we walk on by, and we fly just like birds of a feather. I won't tell no lie. All of the people around us, they say, can they be that close?
Handcuffed, roller to second base. She tosses it underhand, and that's it. The Cougars have won the 2A state semifinal here at Bachman Field, 6-1. And welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the University of Maryland Center for some Maryland softball today. That's right, Maryland softball on AM 14. My name is Michael Betteridge. All your live game. This is the 1A Maryland State Championship, the final. All in today. Big dance. This is it. Catoctin Lady Cougars are facing Bohemian here, the University of Maryland tournament is sponsored by the SSAA. And appreciate the support, and especially appreciate the support of David Salon of Walker, Gary the Barber, Gettysburg Auto Office, Mountain Gate Restaurant, Bet One Pharmacy. Thanks for watching this game. We've got one other game here. The team playing Huntingtown over this evening at 7 p.m. on the boys' side, boys' baseball. So the Catoctin Cougars are just Valentine 19-5, and they are facing Bohemia by Russ Morton. The Bohemia High School softball team is coached by, as I said, Russ Morton with a 22-0 record. So, okay, out of the Eagles, and call them the BoManor Eagles. Just to make it easier on ourselves. We're going to step aside for a break. We're just a few minutes away from game tuning in. We'll be right back after this commercial message.
David Salon is a sophisticated hair salon that will pamper you in a big city atmosphere with personalized small-town service. Conveniently located in the Walkers Village Shopping Center in Walkersville, create the new you with one of our experienced, innovative stylists. David Salon will help you look and feel your absolute best. Color, waxing, facials, manicures, pedicures, and more. Men and women love David Salon. Call for an appointment today at 301-845-4050. That's 301-845-4050. Or check us out online at davidsalons.com. David's Salon is a proud sponsor of Frederick County High School athletics.
Summer is here, and that means hot weather. And if you want to look and feel your best, go see Gary the Barber today. Guys, a summer haircut from
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at Xfinity Field, the Maryland Softball Stadium. Thank you, the Maryland Terrapins, for making this possible as well, for helping us to use this beautiful field day in and day out, year after year. This is the 6th time we've been here at this stadium. We were here 2 years ago when the Catoctin Lady Cougars faced the La Plata team. They lost to La Plata.
David Salon is a sophisticated hair salon that will pamper you in a big city atmosphere with personalized small-town service. Conveniently located in the Walkers Village Shopping Center in Walkersville, create the new you with one of our experienced, innovative stylists. David Salon will help you look and feel your absolute best. Color, waxing, facials, manicures, pedicures, and more. Men and women love David Salon. Call for an appointment today at 301-845-4050. That's 301-845-4050. Or check us out online at davidsalons.com. David's Salon is a proud sponsor of Frederick County High School athletics.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Apologize, having some technical difficulties here, which is always the case when you do, well, let's just put it this way. This is not a sophisticated setup. We're here at a high school softball game, and it's just, frankly, it's just, sometimes it feels like it's a miracle just to be on the air. But thank you so much, and don't forget, this is all possible because of our great sponsors. As I mentioned earlier, I want to thank them once again. This game would not be broadcast without David Salon of Walkersville, Gary the Barber, Gettysburg Auto Auction, Mountain Gate Restaurant, and Med One Pharmacy. Thanks for sponsoring today's 1A Maryland State Softball Championship. Now, as I mentioned earlier, both these teams are very, very strong. You do not get to this level without having accomplished a lot. And that's just the program that was built over years and years, not just in 2018, but years and years of building. BoManor, as I mentioned, the Eagles are the current 1A state champions. So Catoctin is facing the 2017 state champions, so they have a steep hill to climb. They beat Allegheny last year 5-0, beat Lackey 13-0 in the 1A semi. This is their second straight state game, and they're looking for a twofer. Catoctin hopes to interrupt that journey with a 19-5 record. They were the runner-up to La Plata, as I mentioned. They're the repeat CMC champs. Now, to Catoctin's benefit, they were in the 2A last year, so they faced a much stronger field of opponents, and they're used to facing throughout the year. They're used to facing 2 and 3A teams. So strength of schedule might come into this a little bit. That's important. They beat Sparrows Point a couple of days ago, 12-2 in the 1A semi to get here. Grace Mazaleski pitched a 2-hit game. And so we're going to see, I think what we're really going to see is two very powerful teams, good teams, and it's anybody's game to take. It's really going to be based upon breaks and emotion and who can come through at the right time and fight through the nerves. So there's going to be nerves. That's always a part of this, because when you get up to this level, I mean, it's a big crowd. It's a big venue. It's visible. You've got radio. You've got television. You've got newspapers here. So let's see what happens. Catoctin will be the visiting team, so they will go to the plate first, and they'll have the first at bat. And that's the way it was for them in the semi, and they were able to rock the field right away and get some good solid hitting going. So that is your pregame wrap-up for this. The players will be coming out on the field in just a few minutes. It looks like we're about 9 minutes away from the start of the game, and we're going to bring you the entire game in its entirety. I want to remind you, this game will be archived video and play-by-play and available on our website, WTHU.org, sometime early tomorrow morning after we're able to edit the material out and get it up there to you. And so you can listen to it for free, send it to your friends, pull out little clips of it, whatever you want. It'll be in YouTube as well. Pardon me for a moment. Oh, yeah. The pollen has kicked in. I apologize. Rather than cough in your ear, I had to click that microphone off for a second. All right. So as I mentioned, the Catoctin Lady Cougars are here. They're on the right side of the field, the first base side, in their dugouts right now, wearing their white road uniforms, white with blue lettering, and the dark blue caps. BoManor on the third base side of the dugout. They're all standing in a huddle out in the sun, right there in front of, right next to third base, in their red jerseys with black pants and white hats. So that's your setup here on the field. We'll step aside for another break as we get a chance to get ready for the opening pitch of this important Maryland State 1A championship softball game. We'll be right back after this message.
Introducing the visiting team, the Cougars of Catoctin High School.
Another great sale at Gettysburg Auto Auction last Thursday. A huge crowd, outstanding sales, and a high number of those sales went to public buyers. Our low fees, coupled with our outstanding customer satisfaction record and the exclusive bid drive-by program, guarantees both buyers and sellers a very satisfying automotive experience. This Thursday night, Gettysburg Auto Auction will have a large inventory of vehicles from the tri-state area, including Hanover Toyota, Vehicles for Change, and Ren Kirby, just to name a few. It will be your opportunity for an outstanding buy, like these from last week. A low-mileage 2006 Nissan Quest for $2,100, or an 08 Hyundai Elantra at $1,300. Gettysburg Auto Auction is on Route 15 at the Steinway exit and the Pennsylvania-Maryland line. For more information, go to GettyAuto.com. Gettysburg Auto Auction, the little auction that wants to make your car buying experience spectacular.
I loved playing high school sports. I loved the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, all the pageantry, and I wanted to keep playing. But I graduated. No colleges called, and neither did the pros. So, to stay close to the game I loved, I decided to become a high school official. You know, a referee. When I played high school sports, I learned the importance of integrity, good sportsmanship, and respect for the rules. Now as a high school official, I get to help model these same values to others. Maybe the colleges and the pros didn't call, but the kids in Maryland did. And now, I'm enjoying the competition, the camaraderie, the bands, the crowds, and all the pageantry of high school sports all over again.
This message presented by the Maryland Public Secondary Schools Athletic Association and the Maryland State Athletic Directors Association.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at Xfinity Field, live, broadcasting from the beautiful WTHU, cool 1450 AM 10. It's not that cool out here, I'd say. Temps are in the mid-80s and kind of hot. Good to have a tent over us blocking out that sun, because it's going to be really hot out on that field, so I imagine conditioning is going to play a part in this game as well today, and hydration, of course, because it is, there's a little bit of a, practically no breeze at all, but every once in a while there's a little blow from the south coming in, but right now the flag is hanging limp out in left field as the American flag sits right over left field. As the BoManor team is being introduced, you can hear that over the loudspeaker in the background. So, okay, Xfinity College Park, University of Maryland, great softball. Been here, I don't know. We did a Middletown game here, a couple Middletown games. We did a couple of Catoctin games, and here we are with the 2018 Catoctin Lady Cougars. My prediction early on was that these two Cougars would go all the way. I mean, primarily because the strength of this team is predicated upon the strength of the schedule that they have to face. And to make it this far and go through their opponents the way they have, this is a really good softball team. But don't forget, BoManor is a really good softball team, too. The state champions. They are back here again for the second year in a row. In order to do that, I mean, think about that. In order to repeat state champion, the odds are really, I mean, it's kind of like, think of the New England Patriots, something like that go back year after year. Well, teams that do that they do that because they have a deep program. They have a good feeder program from the youth league, and they've got great coaching, as well as good conditioning and good workout regimen and all of that. So this is going, as I have predicted, this is going to be a very even game. It's going to be a game that's hard fought, and we're scheduled for first pitch at 1 p.m. As the announcer is talking about some of the essential character of this game and the expected fan behavior. So not a big crowd, not as expected. BoManor is way up in Chesapeake City, Maryland, which is just south of Elkton on the Chesapeake Bay, right at the Delaware-Maryland state line. So it's a good drive for them. But I would figure if you looked at it in mileage, Catoctin would probably be the same distance, approximately. That would be a good guess. So, but the crowd is, giving the girls a round of applause right now as the announcer sets the stage, and we're just about ready for the.
We would like to take a moment of silence.
We're going to have a moment of silence here for Memorial Day weekend, thanking all of our troops.
Thank you.
It is Memorial Day weekend, and that's important to remember all of our troops. Let's all join in the national anthem now. Ladies and gentlemen, the national anthem, and we thank every one of you who have served in our military in this country, and especially those families who have given so much. Many, many, many lives lost over the years in conflict throughout this world, and we thank them and we celebrate them on this Memorial Day. So, all right, I'm going to hand it over to Donna, who she's going to tell you a little bit about what's out on the field there. And Donna, get your headset on and tell us how it looks out there to you.
Okay, well, hi. Now, we've got the camera ready, Michaels, right? We're going to be streaming this. We're going to do a movie and put it up probably late tomorrow by the time we get a chance to edit it. We've got a huddle, 2 huddles going. Each team is having discussions. The captains are talking with the umpires right now. They're getting some rules straightened out and what's what and pardon me, everything. It's absolutely gorgeous out here, although a bit warm. The breeze, like I said, is blowing. I don't know if I've never been out here to Xfinity, but it's a beautiful field. There's plenty of green grass, and of course the center is lots of dirt in the middle, as you can imagine. They've got a giant circle around the pitcher's mound. Everything's clearly marked. We've got quite a crowd here, actually, with more people coming in and coming in. It's actually rather busy here. On a Memorial Day weekend, you wouldn't think that many people would be around, but they are. And we've got the Catoctin team. We're right near the Catoctin team. We can see the Bohemian Manor team over there. Really close. Everybody huddling what's important, what isn't, who to look out for, etc. Catoctin has has a challenge today. They're up against a team that won the state championship last year. So we need prayers for our team, for Catoctin, and we hope that they do really well today.
Thank you, Donna, for helping out there. We're ready to go. The umpires are shaking hands at home plate. Bohemian Manor has just gone on the field. The Eagles are taking the field, and the Lady Cougars are up at bat. Cougars are warming up out on the field. The pitcher has yet to come out. Grace Mazaleski will be the starting pitcher for the Catoctin Lady Cougars. And for the Bohemian Manor team, the starting pitcher is Madison Penta, number 12, the 6-foot sophomore pitcher for the BoManor Eagles. 6-foot sophomore. Wow. Yes, okay. So, as I mentioned earlier, Catoctin coming in here off the strength of beating Sparrow Point. Reagan Smith homered in the 5th inning. Reagan is let's hope her bat comes alive because they're going to need her offense out here today. Helicopters going overhead, all kinds of fun going on out here. Oh, it's exciting to be doing live championship sports, high school sports on the radio. I hope you're liking our new format. We moved to an oldies format, a music format, from our 10 years of talk radio. I hope you're enjoying it. I know I am. I had the radio on this morning while I was getting ready in the background. Heard some songs I hadn't heard in a long time. John Henry was one of them. I hadn't heard that in a long, long time. So some Beatles songs, some Elvis. Great stuff. All right. Leading off for the Catoctin Lady Cougars, number 9, Courtney Eiler. She fouls it. Oh, it's in fair territory to third base. Overthrows it at first. She rounds second. So the first pitch of the game, Eiler jumps on it, chops it down the third baseline. The third baseman gets an error, throwing it all the way over the head of the first baseman and into the dugout. So the Cougars start out with Courtney Eiler. All right, Eiler's on first base. Strike called. Batting second, Ashley Mayton. Batting left-handed. Struck her out. That'll bring Reagan Smith. And she hits it well hit into right field. It's in the gap. It hits the fence. One run comes in. Stand-up triple for Reagan Smith on the first pitch. Right up in the right field, center field gap. What a strong hit. And this is a deep fence at hits field. That would have been a home run in any stadium. So a triple RBI leadoff for Reagan Smith. Now we have Maddie Tobery coming to the plate. Maddie, batting right-handed, steps into the box. Chopped right over the pitcher. She gloves it, knocks it down. Second baseman tosses it to first, and they get the out. But we'll call that a sacrifice grounder because it drives in Reagan Smith. And we've got 2 runs on the board now for the Catoctin Lady Cougars with 2 outs. Mazgaleski grounds to the second baseman. It's picked up and thrown to first, and that's the final out of the inning. But not until Catoctin does a little damage with a 2-run inning to get it started in the bottom of the first. All on the strength of the bat of Reagan Smith, which we mentioned right in the pregame lineup.
Starting the bats off for the Eagles of BoManor, the third baseman number 14, Carly Ferguson.
All right, lead off for the Eagles, number 14, Ferguson. Ferguson, third baseman for the Eagles, steps into the batter's box. Mazaleski spinning that ball on his jersey, fires it. Low, ball one, fastball. Fastball outside, ball two. 2-0, the count to Ferguson. Chopped right to the second baseman. Easy one. Picks it up, throw to first, in time.
Batting second for the Eagles, the second baseman number 2.
So ground out
Aubrey
by Ferguson to second base. We'll bring up Aubrey Heath, the second baseman for the Eagles. Batting left-handed, she takes a fastball high right at the chin for ball one. Third baseman playing way in. Infield in as well. Outfield in. Mazurleski delivers. Fastball called, strike right across the numbers. 1-1 the count to Heath. High, change up, way out of the strike zone. 2-1 the count. One out, bottom of the first. Cougars lead it 2-0. Chopped foul into the screen to even the count at 2 apiece. Here we go. Delivery. Fastball at the knees. Ball 4. I said ball 4. I said ball 4 because she took off down the line, but it was only 3. It's a full count, and I had it right. She thought it was the 4th foul, and she'd already thrown her bat into the dugout, so they have to get her bat back, and she's apologizing right now to the umpire. Here we go. We're ready. No runners on. 1 out. Fastball, chip foul into the screen. Heath stays alive in the count. Swing and a miss. Struck her out.
Now batting, number 7, and tied back.
2 up, 2 down. Brings Titaback to the plate. Batting right-handed. The shortstop for the Lady Eagles takes a ball outside. Mazaleski winds, delivers. Handcuffed over the first baseman. She stretches out, tries to get it. Dougherty can't reach out there, and it drops foul just in the grass behind first base. That was a handcuffed off the inside of the bat. Change up, just off the plate. Crowd says, oh, that was a good-looking pitch, but just a little bit outside of the plate. That'll even the count up at 2-2. No, check that, 2-1, the count. Chop foul into her foot. Now it's 2-2. Two outs. Bottom of the first, Catoctin leads it 2-0. Titaback at bat. 2-2 the count. Mazaleski fires, swing and a miss! 2 strikeouts in a row for Grace Mazaleski to end the inning. 3 up and 3 down on the Lady Eagles, and the Cougars will come to the bat after this important commercial message. We'll be right back. Yeah, but
MedOne Pharmacy is the largest locally owned and operated pharmacy in Frederick County. MedOne Pharmacy has 4 locations in Brunswick, Emmitsburg, Middletown, and Thurmont to provide you with convenience, experience, service, tradition, and value. MedOne Pharmacy. Check out their website at med1pharmacy.com. That's MEDONE pharmacy.com today. Or for more information, call them at 301-271-2223.
MedOne Pharmacy is a proud sponsor of Frederick County Public School Athletics.
Mountain Gate Restaurant has been a Thurmont tradition for over 25 years. Christian owned and operated, Mountain Gate Restaurant has one of the finest home-style buffets in the area, with mouth-watering delicacies, desserts, and much more. Mountain Gate Restaurant is not just a place to eat, it is an experience. Down-home country cooking in a friendly, relaxed atmosphere. Just off Route 15 in Thurmont, look for the big sign that says Mountain Gate Family Restaurant.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Cassie Tobery steps into the batter's box. She'll be batting first, leadoff batter here in the top of the second inning for the Cougars. Cassidy plays outfield for the Cougars. Takes a fastball right over the middle. Oh, this pitcher has some velocity right here, I'll tell you. This Madison Penta, number 12, high. Change up, ball 1. 1-1 the count. Cougars lead it 2-0, top of the second. Leadoff batter, Cassidy Tobery. Takes a ball outside, and the crowd thought that was, the crowd's going ooh and ah out here today. They're into it. Here we go. Showing bat out over the ball 3. 3-1 the count. Penta has a quick delivery. She doesn't take a lot of time in between pitches. Here she goes. Strike 2 call. Full count. Chatobury. Swing and a miss. Struck her out. So Tobury goes down swinging, lead-off batter, and that'll bring Liz Dougherty, the first baseman for the Lady Cougars, to the plate. Swing and a miss. Way behind that pitch. They haven't seen this kind of speed in a pitcher up until now. Fastball outside, 1-1. Dougherty looking down to third base coach. Jess Valentine giving her the signal. Swing and a miss, way behind it again. Strike 2. And she's out of there. Struck her out. So Penta starts to get her groove as we've got a mini pitching duel here with 4 back-to-back strikeouts in a row on the field. That'll bring Jessie Wood. She grounds it to the shortstop. Pick-up throw to first in time. So the Cougars go down 1-2-3 on a ground out. No hits, no errors, no runs. We move to the bottom of the second inning, where the BoManor Lady Eagles will come to the plate down 2 runs. Catoctin leading 2-0. We'll be right back.
Summer is here, and that means hot weather. And if you want to look and feel your best, go see Gary the Barber today. Guys, a summer haircut from Gary the Barber will make you look and feel cool. Whether working or playing in the hot sun, Gary the Barber will make summertime a breeze. Pool parties, barbecues, patio and deck parties. Look your best and enjoy summer fun. Match that summer tan with a new look. Gary the Barber, conveniently located at 101 Tippin Drive in Thurmont by appointment or walk-in. Let your busy schedule determine the time. Everyone in Thurmont knows Gary the Barber. For an experienced professional haircut, stop by today or call him at 301-305-7895. That's 301-305-7895. And with an appointment, you won't have to wait. Gary the Barber, convenient, experienced, and economical.
All right, Horsey steps to the plate. First pitch throws one right into left field down the line for a base hit stand-up double. So the leadoff batter for the Lady Eagles, Megan Horsey. It's her first hit of the game. Now we've got a timeout. Number 12, pitcher Madison Penta at the plate. High fastball. Ball 1. Pitcher to pitcher. Penta against Mazelewski. Runner on second, no out. Cougars lead at 2-0, bottom of the second. Chop to the shortstop. She steps on the nose. Bad throw. Here comes a run in on the air. Runner goes to second. No one there. 2 errors in a row. Back-to-back errors score a run. So bad defensive play by the Cougars puts Penta on second base on 2 fielding errors. One on a bad throw to first, an easy out. The second baseman had it in the glove. All she had to do was throw it to first. She missed it by a country mile. The ball got a good bounce back out on the field. The first baseman picked it up and threw it to second base, but nobody was covering because they would have had that runner out had someone fallen over to cover the second bag.
Batting for the Eagles, the first baseman, number 9.
So number 9, Melinda Morgan, steps to the plate. First baseman for the Eagles. With no out and a 2-1 game. Runner on second. Coach Russ Morgan shouting his signals out from third base. Must be his daughter, Morgan and Morgan. High fastball, ball 1. Must be neat having your daughter play on a championship team with you. That's a family memory you can't forget. Mazaleski delivers, chop right back to the pitcher. Throw to first in time, moves the runner to third, and the runner holds. So a sacrifice ground out by Morgan will bring Lexi Bolton. Bolton comes to the plate batting right-handed. Bolton, center fielder for the Lady Eagles. 1 out. Bolton chopped way high or out over the dugout and out of play. 0-1 the count to Bolton. Infield playing middle. A one-hopper back to the screen. She picks it up. Tags the runner. The runner tried to steal home. What a great play by Maggie Krantz. As the runner tried to steal home, she got a good bounce off the backstop. Right back into her glove. And she got the second out on the runner coming into the plate. Ball to Bolton. 2 out, bottom of the second. Cougars lead at 2-1. Bolton at bat, no one on base. Called strike right over the plate. Fastball by Mazaleski. What a great play by Maggie Krantz. Tipped foul. 0-2 the count. Mazaleski way out in front of Bolton. Can work the plate with the right pitch now. Oh, boy, that was close. That's a ball, but as you can hear, I'll let the crowd speak for itself. High fastball. Ball 4. So Bolton trots down to first base. That'll bring number 1, Heath, Abigail Heath, to the plate. Unlike her sister, Aubrey Heath. So we have 2 A Heaths on the roster. 2 out, runner on first. Chopped into the Lady Eagles dugout. 0-1 to count to Heath. She's got a good bat speed. She came around quickly on that one. A little bit of a breeze now blowing left to right. Infield playing medium. A one-hopper gets by. There goes the runner to second. So the runner goes down to second on a pass ball. So the tie run is on second. High, she throws another one away into the screen. This was over the catcher's mitt, way up in the air. They better go out and talk to her. All of a sudden, Mazaleski, 2 pitches in a row, she lost control of the ball. Probably getting a little slick out there with the perspiration. Now they have a runner in scoring position on third base. The tie run is there. 2 out, bottom of the second. Another one-hopper. Krantz can't control it. She takes it off the ground and picks it up to hold the runner at third. That's 3 back-to-back bad throws by the pitcher, Mazaleski. Feeling the pressure now in this big stakes game. Fouled off of the bound on a check swing by Heath. Full count. Chopped away. This one was high. That was a ball, but she went after it. Full count. 2 out. Runner will go on this. Chop foul again. Heath stays alive. 2 outs. Full count to Heath. Runner on third. Catoctin leads it 2-1. BoManor at the plate. Here we go. Big pitch right here. Pressure ball. Strike! Cold strike! Got her looking! So Mazaleski pitches herself out of a jam, only giving up 1 run on 1 hit and 2 errors in that inning. So that's it. At the end of 2 complete innings, the Catoctin Cougars lead it 2-1, and they will come to the plate to start off the top of this 3rd inning after this important commercial break.
Mountain Gate Restaurant has been a Thurmont tradition for over 25 years. Christian owned and operated, Mountain Gate Restaurant has one of the finest home-style buffets in the area, with mouth-watering delicacies, desserts, and much more. Mountain Gate Restaurant is not just a place to eat. It is an experience. Down-home country cooking in a friendly, relaxed atmosphere. Just off Route 15 in Thurmont, look for the big sign that says Mountain Gate Family Restaurant. And don't forget to ask for the gospel sing schedule. Come on down to Thurmont today and treat yourself to a meal you'd swear your mama cooked. That's Mountain Gate Restaurant, a Thurmont dining tradition. Mountain Gate has great food, good music, and fun for the whole family.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Taylor Beckley is at the plate where she takes a ball. Fastball outside from Penta. You just joined it. We're in the top of the 3rd inning. Cougars lead it 2-1. Swing and a miss. And Beckley was way behind the speed of Penta on that as well. That is giving the Cougars problems as Penta starts to settle in to her groove. Beckley. Check swing. They look down third baseline. Umpire says no swing, so it's a ball. 2-1 the count to Beckley. Foul tipped away and into the crowd. Count evens up at 2 apiece. Beckley, the leadoff batter for the Lady Cougars in the top of the 3rd. One hopper to the plate, sends the count full. Penta toes in the rubber. Wines delivers. Swing and a miss. Beckley way behind that pitch. I wish you could see the velocity of this pitcher because she has struck out 3 of 4 batters in the last part of the Catoctin Cougars order. as we move to catcher Maggie Krantz at the plate. Krantz takes the ball a little off speed outside. 0-1 to Krantz. Batting right-handed. Maggie steps in. Called strike. 1-1 the count to Maddie Krantz. Well hit, single into right field, goes past the right fielder, she'll round first, goes to second, looking for 3, still on the run, she'll stand up with 3. A triple, oh, and it goes right by the third baseman, but it hits the wall and bounces right back into her glove. Otherwise, Maddie was coming home on that one. So Maddie holds at third base, a stand-up triple, 1-out triple by Maddie Krantz to put her in scoring position, takes us back to Ashley Mayton. Mayton back around to the top of the order now. Swing and a miss. Mayton way behind that pitch. Cougars are having trouble with this velocity. They're going to have to adjust. Foul tipped away on a bunt attempt. Count moves to 1-2 on Mayton. 1 out, runner on third, top of the third. Chopped away into the screen and over the top of the scoreboard. Count stands at 1-2. High fastball, ball 2. Penta taking her time this one. Check swing. No swing, says the third base umpire. And that takes the count full. So they're taking Penta the distance on this. 2 full counts in a row. Here we go. Swing and a miss. Beckley way behind that one again. I'm sorry, not Beckley. That was Mayton. I misspoke. Two outs. Both on strikeouts by Penta. Runner on third. Reagan Smith at bat. Reagan belted a stand-up RBI double in her last at bat. That one hit her. So Reagan trots down to first base, hit her right on the left elbow. So Reagan gets on the hit pitch. Runners on the corner. Tobery comes to bat. Maddie Tobery takes a fastball for a called strike. 0-1 the count to Maddie. 2 out. Top of the third. Runners on the corners. Cougars threatening. Ball outside. Reagan Smith steals second on that, and they don't bother at all to challenge it, which was a wise move, because a bad throw scores a run. Runners on second and third now, 2 out. Swing and a miss. High fastball. That was out of the strike zone. Tobery swung under it. High fastball again. This time Maddie stayed home to take the ball to even the count at 2 apiece. So it's 2-2 and 2 on the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Strike 3. She caught her looking, and that was a beautiful fastball right at the knees to leave Maddie Tobery standing there looking. And that's the 5th strikeout of the game for Penta, as the Catoctin strand 2 base runners on 1 hit. No runs, no errors, and we move to the bottom of the 3rd inning, where the Catoctin Lady Cougars lead this ball game 2-0, with the Lady Eagles coming to the plate. We'll be right back.
David Salon is a sophisticated hair salon that will pamper you in a big city atmosphere with personalized small town service. Conveniently located in the Walkers Village Shopping Center in Walkersville, create the new you with one of our experienced, innovative stylists. David Salon will help you look and feel your absolute best. Color, waxing, facials, manicures, pedicures, and more. Men and women love David Salon. Call for an appointment today at 301-845-4050. That's 301-845-4050. Or check us out online at davidsalons.com. David's Salon is a proud sponsor of Frederick County High School athletics.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got a batter at the plate. Morgan Kohler, the outfielder for the Lady Eagles, takes the ball high. So last inning, Grace Mazaleski struggling a little bit with her control. Throws a strike. Beautiful swing and a miss. Took a little bit off that, but threw it right down the groove. 1-1 the count. Ball outside. Kohler. Bottom of the 3rd inning. Cougars lead at 2-1. Swing and a miss. Off-speed high pitch. She went after it and got it way out in front of it. Here we go. Mazaleski delivers. Chop back to the screen. Foul ball. Count stays at 2-2 now. In the bottom of the 3rd inning. Well hit into the outfield. Oh, backhand stab by the shortstop, but she overthrows it. The runner is safe at first. So the shortstop made a fabulous, Eiler made a fabulous running backstab stop as the ball got past the 3rd baseman. She turned and threw it to first base, but the ball was a little bit high. So that's a stand-up infield single. For Kohler to lead off. Fastball over the middle. Nice pitch by Mazaleski to Ferguson. Back to the top of the order for the Lady Eagles. High infield pop-up right to the pitcher. Mazaleski makes the catch. So Ferguson with a fly out to the pitcher for the first out of the inning. That'll bring Aubrey Heath to the plate. She struck out in her last at bat in the 1st inning. Heath batting left-handed with a runner on first and 1 out. Chopped away into the dugout. 0-1 the count to Heath. Base hit into right field. Runner bobbles it in right field. The runner starts to go and then comes back as the right fielder gets it up. So well hit grounder gets past Liz Dougherty at first base and into right field. And Heath gets a single. That'll bring up Titterback to the plate, who struck out in her last at bat. 1 out, runners on first and second. Tie run at second. Go ahead, run on first. Fastball just off the edge of the strike zone. Ball 1. Cougars need to turn 2 right here. Same location, fastball just off the edge of the plate, ball 2. To Titterback. Starting to cloud up just a hair here. Wind has changed direction a little bit, blowing out of the south now, straight out of home plate. Strike, called strike. 2-1 the count. Mazaleski gets her sign, nods, and delivers. Ball 3. That was close. 3-1 now to Titterback. So she looks down to third base for the sign from the coach. And she steps into the batter's box. We're ready. Cougars can't afford a walk right here. That would load the bases. Handcuffed off her knuckles and into the foul territory down the first base line. Moves the count full. Runners will go on this one. Full count. 1 out. Bottom of the third. Cougars lead at 2-1. Eagles threatening. Timeout by the batter as she steps back out. Here we go. She steps back in. We're ready. Swing and a miss. Struck her out there. First not in time. The runner's safe. But what a great pitch by Grace Mazaleski to get the second strikeout in a row on Titterback, which will bring Horsey to the plate. Horsey got the first hit of the game for the Eagles on her last at bat. Takes a change up for a called strike. 2 outs. Runners on first and second. Catoctin leads it 2-1. Chopped away down the third baseline and foul. Mazaleski's got a lot to work with now. She's way out in front with 0-2. In the count. Ball just outside. The crowd says, oh. Chopped away foul. Count stands at 1-2. Umpire walks over, gets a couple of extra balls from the official, the MPSSA field official there behind the net. Thank you, MPSSAA, for doing a marvelous job once again on these high school sports tournaments. Here we go. Play is in. Nope, play is out. Umpire didn't have his mask on, so here we go. Now we're ready. 1-2 the count, 2 out. To Horsey. Oh, a roller. Good stop by Krantz as she gets in front of it. That had the potential to be a dangerous pitch. Evens the count at 2 apiece. We go full again. Ball 3 to Horsey. So everybody goes on this one. 2 outs. 3-2 the count. Runners on first and second. Big pitch here. Pressure pitch for Mazaleski. Well hit deep into left field. She goes back. It's at the fence. She pulls it down. 1 run scores. Another run scores. And the Lady Eagles take the lead 3-2 on a stand-up double for Horsey in the bottom of the third. Wow. So Horsey delivers the clutch bat as she drives it to the wall in deep left field to score 2 runs with 2 outs. What a pressure clutch hit for Horsey. Penta at the plate. She chops it into right field. It'll drop. Runner comes around, coming home. No throw. And they put another one on. Four to 2. BoManor takes the lead on a base hit blooper single by Penta in the right field as they run a pitch runner in for her, number 5. Ariana Fry comes out. Pinch running. And the Cougars in a big jam here in the bottom of this third inning. Cannot put the final out away in this inning, and they give up 3 runs so far in the third inning. Coach Valentine goes out to the mound and huddles up with the entire infield. Settles them down a bit.
Now batting number 9, Melinda Morgan.
That'll bring Morgan to the plate. Batting left-handed. She takes a roller to the fence. There goes the runner to second. Mazaleski losing control again. 2 rollers back-to-back there. Must be the perspiration on that ball. Getting the grip. Very difficult. Morgan the batter. Ball 2 to Morgan. Morgan grounded out in her last at bat in the second inning. Runner on second, 2 out. Called strike. Fastball over the middle. Mazaleski delivers. 2-1. To Morgan. Chopped. Fair territory, and they're saying foul. It hit on the plate. It was a roller down the first base line, but they're saying it hit on the plate. So it's foul ball. Evens the count up at 2 apiece. Here we go. High. Out of play. Pop up into the crowd. Count stays at 2-2 to Morgan. Mazaleski thrown a lot of pitches so far in this game. Grace is ready. Swing and a miss. Off-speed pitch. She struck her out to get out of the jam, but not until the Lady Eagles took the lead with 3 runs on 4 hits. In the bottom of the third inning, they punch out to a 4-2 lead here in this game. So the Cougars will come to bat Leading off for the Cougars will be Grace Mazaleski, the pitcher, here in the top of the fourth inning with her team down by 2 runs. They need to get their bats alive to stay in this one. We'll step aside for a break and be right back after this message.
Another great sale at Gettysburg Auto Auction last Thursday. A huge crowd, outstanding sales, and a high number of those sales went to public buyers. Our low fees, coupled with our outstanding customer satisfaction record and the exclusive bid drive-by program, guarantees both buyers and sellers a very satisfying automotive experience. This Thursday night, Gettysburg Auto Auction will have a large inventory of vehicles from the tri-state area, including Hanover Toyota, Vehicles for Change, and Ren Kirby, just to name a few. It will be your opportunity for an outstanding buy, like these from last week. A low-mileage 2006 Nissan Quest for $2,100, or an 08 Hyundai Elantra at $1,300. Gettysburg Auto Auction is on Route 15 at the Steinware exit and the Pennsylvania-Maryland line. For more information, go to GettyAuto.com. Gettysburg Auto Auction, the little auction that wants to make your car buying experience spectacular.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Mazaleski steps in the batter's box and takes a fastball on the outside edge of the plate. Ball 1 to Mazaleski. Just joined us. The Lady Eagles jumped out of a 3-run inning. There's well hit, base hit, into the gap. Oh, what a play! The center fielder robbed her of that base hit. It looked like it was going to drop. The center fielder is fast, lightning fast. She moved over there and made the backhanded underhand catch on the run, dead run. What a defensive play by that center fielder. Grace Mazaleski robbed of what looked like a sure base hit. That'll bring Cassidy Tobery to the plate, batting right-handed. Cassidy struck out in her last at bat. Way behind her again. Strike 1. Swing and a miss. Ball outside. 1-1 to count. Both teams up and out of their dugouts and on the railing. Everybody in this game Tobery goes with the bunt. Tips it off the bat into the catcher's glove. Strike 2. Ball 3. Full count to Tobery now. 1 out. Top of the 4th inning. Tobery. Swing and a miss! Back-to-back strikeouts for Cassidy Tobery here for the second out of the inning. That'll bring Liz Dougherty to the plate. Liz struck out in her last at bat. Check swing down to third base, and she did. She broke her wrist, so it is a strike. 0-1 to Dougherty. 2 outs. Top of the 4th. Ball outside. 1-1. Penta, great velocity. Looks like she's getting stronger as this game progresses. High fastball, and just as I say that, she loses control and flings it over the catcher. 2-1 the count to Dougherty. Dougherty, one of the power hitters on this Cougars team. They need their bats to come alive. Ball 3. That was close. 3-1 now. Batter ahead in the count. Infield playing medium out. High, ball 4. So Dougherty goes down to first base on a base on balls.
Now at bat for the Cougars, Number 25.
And that'll bring Jesse Wood to the plate. Batting right-handed. Jesse grounded out, and now we've got a timeout on the field. As one of the, I'm not sure if it's a coach or must be a coach, perhaps a pitching coach, walks out to the mound as they huddle up on the mound. Runner on first, 2 outs, top of the 4th inning. Jesse Wood at the plate. Now check that. That is Beckley. That is not Wood. No, it is Wood. It is Wood. I'm sorry. Back to Jesse Wood at the plate. Couldn't see that number for a second. All right, play is in. Here we go. Penta winds, delivers. Fastball outside. Ball 1. Crowd doesn't like it. Catcher held that glove out there for a second or two so the umpire could kind of zero in on it, but he says nope, off the plate. Strike at the knees. 1-1 to count. Penta. I can't tell you visually right now what I'm seeing is a very strong, fast pitcher. Swing and a miss on a high changeup, which was a ball, but Wood was fooled by it and went after it. And that takes the count to 1-2. Outside. Crowd didn't like that one. 2-2 the count, but that was clearly outside. Crowd getting on the umpire, the BoManor faithful. 2 outs, 2-2, runner on first. Fouled away to the net. Wood stays alive. Looking down to Valentine for the signal. She's got it. She adjusts her helmet, and Jesse steps in. Bat out front. Ball outside. Full count now. Man, these pitchers are all going full counts all the way. Batter's taking advantage of every pitch, pushing them to the limit. Foul tipped away and into the screen. Wood stays alive in the count. Light breeze blowing out now into center field. Called strike 3. She caught her looking, struck her out. For the second KO of the inning, Jesse Wood goes down looking with a runner stranded on first. So at the end of 1 hit, no errors, no runs, the score remains 4-2, BoManor in the lead. And that was 2 strikeouts in that inning for Penta. 7 total strikeouts in 4 innings for Penta right now. And as I said earlier, it looks like she's getting faster and stronger as the game progresses. We'll step aside for a quick break. Be right back after this important message.
This can be a busy time of year, running around getting ready for company, visiting friends, or spending time enjoying family. Gary the Barber knows how busy life can get. Call Gary the Barber today, 301-305-7895.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here at University of Maryland Xfinity Center, where the Catoctin Lady Cougars are in the field. We're in the bottom of the 4th inning, with the Lady Eagles coming to bat, leading this game 4-2. First leadoff batter for this 4th inning for BoManor is Bolton. Bolton handcuffs one straight to the first baseman into her glove. Now, first out of the inning, an infield fly out. That'll bring Abby Heath to the plate. Fastball just off the plate outside, ball 1 to Heath. Well hit down the left field line, and it pulls foul. Heath got all of that one. Swing and a miss. That was low, but Heath went down there after it, and that takes the count to 1-2 with 1 out in the bottom of the 4th. Chopped away foul. A 1-hopper, ball 2, evens the count at 2 apiece. High, deep, out of play. Heath stays alive in the count. 1 out. No runners on. 2-2 the count to Heath. BoManor leads it 4-2. Right to the first baseman, she tags the runner and gets the out. So she hit an off the end of the bat blooper down the first base line. Liz Dougherty charged in, picked it up, tagged the runner, and that's the 2nd out of the inning. Foul tipped away by number 6, Morgan Kohler. Kohler with a base hit in her last at bat. 0-1 the count to Kohler. A 1-hopper to Krantz. 1-1. 2 outs. Bottom of the 4th. BoManor leads it. High chop foul. That was a high changeup by Mazaleski, and Kohler went after it. Sun coming back out now and gets really strong now. Warm day, probably mid-80s right about now, and we've got timeout. As Kohler wants to walk down and talk to Coach Morgan, make sure they're all on the same page with strategies here. This being the biggest game in the career for some of these young ladies, these seniors here. 4-2, BoManor leads it. All right, time is in. We're ready. One and 2 the count to Kohler. She steps into the batter's box. Chopped right down the third baseline, backstab, 1-hopper. What a great play by Liz Dougherty to end the inning on a 1-hop throw from the third baseman to the first baseman, and Liz makes a fabulous defensive stab on that ball to end that inning. So at the end of 4 complete innings, no hits, no runs, no errors. The score stands at 4-2. We move to the top of the 5th inning, where the Lady Cougars will come to the plate and try to get back in this thing.
I play high school softball for? I play for my mom and dad who've never missed a game.
Whether they're playing for their teammates, their classmates, or their community, high school student athletes in Maryland learn important lessons they'll use for the rest of their lives, like respect for the rules and the value of hard work and sacrifice. This message presented by the Maryland Public Secondary Schools Athletic Association and the Maryland State Athletic Directors Association.
All right, there's the Cougars now. They'll try to get things going here for the Lady Cougars. The leadoff batter here for the Cougars, number 23. Taylor Beckley. Thank you, Donna. Top of the 5th inning. Beckley struck out in her last at bat. Steps into the batter's box. Batting left-handed. Penta winds and delivers. Fastball inside. Ball 1. Outfield playing medium, infield as well. Called strike 1. Real close on that pitch, just outside, ball 2. 2-1 the count to Beckley. High fly ball into left field. She settles under it and makes the catch. So Beckley flies out to left field on a short, high fly ball.
Now back to the Cougars, the shortstop, freshman Courtney Eiler.
Which will bring Eiler to the plate. Eiler in her last at bat got on an error, got on base on an error, on a bad throw. She takes a ball in her first pitch from the pitcher, Madison Penta. No runners on, 1 out, top of the 5th. Eiler takes the sign from Coach Valentine, and she's ready. Chop foul into the dugout. Evens the count at 1 apiece. No shift on Eiler. A 1-hopper. Ball 2 to Courtney. Ball 3 outside, changeup off the plate, way off the plate. Moves the count to 3-1 with 1 out in the top of the 5th. BoManor leads it 4-2 here at Maryland Softball Stadium. Check swing foul off the bat. We go to a full count. So I don't know what the count is, but by my judgment, I'm saying we've probably had 7 or 8 full counts so far in these last 2 innings. This is a full count again with 1 out. Chop to the third baseman. She gloves the throw to first in time, and they get the second runner. So a ground out to third by Eiler.
The next batter for the Catoctin Cougars.
2 up, 2 down.
Number 8, Ashley.
That'll bring Ashley Mayton to the plate. Ashley struck out in her last at bat in the 3rd inning, as well as in the 1st inning. Strike 1. To Mayton. Swing and a miss, way behind it again. 0-2 the count to Maton. Strike three, called strike, struck her out to end the inning, and Penta gets her 8th KO of the game on Maton. So the Cougars go 3 up and 3 down. BoManor 3 up and 3 down in their last at bat. We move to the bottom of the 5th inning, where the Lady Eagles will bring to the plate. The top of the order, Ferguson, will be the leadoff batter on deck. Heath. We'll stop for a short break and be right back after this important commercial message.
MedOne Pharmacy is the largest locally owned and operated pharmacy in Frederick County. MedOne Pharmacy has 4 locations in Brunswick, Emmitsburg, Middletown, and Thurmont to provide you with convenience, experience, service, tradition, and value. MedOne Pharmacy. Check out their website at med1pharmacy.com. That's MEDONE pharmacy.com today. Or for more information, call them at 301-271-2223.
MedOne Pharmacy is a proud sponsor of Frederick County Public School Athletics.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We're here, the bottom of the 5th inning, where the leadoff batter, Ferguson, stepped to the plate. Ferguson with an infield pop out to the pitcher in her last at bat. Takes a called strike. Change up right down the middle. BoManor leads this game 4-2 here in the 1A state final. BoManor looking for a 2nd straight state championship in a row. Well hit deep into center field. Line drive makes the catch easily into the glove of the center fielder. So Ferguson flies out to center field.
For the Eagles, number 2, junior Aubrey Heath.
And that'll bring Aubrey Heath to the plate. Heath, with a single in her last at bat, drove in 2 runs and got that inning going with a rally. Heath takes the ball. The first pitch from Mazaleski. Nice breeze now coming straight out of home plate and blowing out to center field. The flag standing out there to keep this place cooled down a bit. Base hit right up the middle into center field. It rolls. She picks it up, gloves it, and throw to the cutoff. And so another 1B, a single by little Abby Heath, to get on just like she did in her last at bat. That'll bring Tide back in, and she struck out in her last 2 at-bats, facing Mazaleski with 1 out and a runner on first. Well hit, deep into right field. That one's going back, and she makes the catch on the run. The runner tags, the throw is in, and they hold the runner at first. Great defensive play by that right fielder for the Lady Cougars to rob that batter Tideback of what looked like a stand-up double at least with a run scored. So good D by those Lady Cougars as Tideback goes down. 2 out, runner on first. Horsey with a rally in her last at bat, a stand-up double to score 1 run. She hits this one well in the left field, settling back under it, and she makes the catch on the run. So great outfield defense by the Lady Cougars to get out of 1-runner jam. And at the end of 5 complete innings, BoManor leads at 4-2 on no runs, 1 hit, and no errors. We move to the top of the 6th inning, where Catoctin has 2 more at-bats to get back in this game.
What a great way to refuel after the big game. Reach for a tall, cold glass of chocolate milk. Every serving provides access.
So Horsey flies out to left field, and the Cougars will come back with the strength of their batting order. Smith, Tobry, and Mazaleski coming in the top of the 6th inning after this important commercial message. We'll be right back.
Summer is here, and that means hot weather. And if you want to look and feel your best, go see Gary the Barber today. Guys, a summer haircut from Gary the Barber will make you look and feel cool. Whether working or playing in the hot sun, Gary the Barber will make summertime a breeze. Pool parties, barbecues, patio and deck parties. Look your best and enjoy summer fun. Match that summer tan with a new look. Gary the Barber, conveniently located at 101 Tippin Drive in Thurmont by appointment or walk-in. Let your busy schedule determine the time. Everyone in Thurmont knows Gary the Barber. For an experienced professional haircut, stop by today or call him at 301-305-7895. That's 301-305-7895, and with an appointment you won't have to wait. Gary the Barber, convenient, experienced, and economical.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Reagan Smith at the plate now to lead off in the top of the sixth inning, facing Madison Penta, who has tossed 8 strikeouts so far in this game. Fastball called strike, just on the outside edge of the strike zone. 0-1 the count now to Smith. Ball 1. Smith. Ball 2, change up. Just a little high, right at shoulder depth. 2-1 the count to Smith. No outs. Foul tipped away and out of play. That moves the count to 2 apiece. BoManor leads this 4-2 and has ever since that third inning rally. A roller, one hopper to the plate. Full count, fouled away. Smith protects the plate. Foul off of the plate and into her knees. Penta working that strike zone well. Smith putting a little something on every ball to stay alive in the batter's box. Swing and a miss. The 9th strikeout of the game for BoManor pitcher Madison Penta.
Number 6, Maddie Joybury.
So that'll bring up Maddie Toberry, who struck out in her last at bat. She takes a ball on the first pitch. Fastball. High and away. Timeout. Catcher wants to talk to her pitcher as she walks out to the mound. First base and second base come in. They all come in now and huddle up on the pitcher's mound. We got timeout on the field. As Toberry goes down to third base to talk to Coach Valentine. Funny, on the mound when they're all there, Penta towers above her team. 6-foot pitcher, sophomore. Fastball. Called strike down the middle. Two and one the count. Ball.
That's the exact same pitch, Blue. Three and one the count to Toberry.
swing, foul tip, so she stays alive there, 3-2 now. Again, another full count. One out. Top of the sixth. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back strikeouts for Penta as she seems to be getting better as the game progresses. That's her 10th strikeout of the game. That'll bring Grace Mazaleski pitcher to pitcher now. Mazaleski flew out to center field in her last at bat. Fouls this one away and back out over the screen and out of play. 1-1 the count to Grace Mazaleski. Mazaleski, excuse me. Fastball just outside. Three and one now to Mazaleski. 2 out. Well hit. Drops in for a base hit. So a base hit single for Grace Mazaleski into right field. Grace getting good bat on that one. To keep their Catoctin alive, Liz Dougherty will come to the plate now. We have they're subbing in Dougherty now. No, check that. Tobury's in the bat. Dougherty's on deck. So Tobury, 2 strikeouts in her last 2 at-bats. Cassidy will face that strong pitcher for the Lady Eagles, Madison Penta. The Cougars need to figure out the formula. Really, all you need to do is hit the ball, put your bat on the ball, because the velocity of these pitches is going to put it deep wherever it goes. So it's really just a question of getting that bat on the ball. Fastball outside. You heard that glove pop. Great velocity, but just off the strike zone. Ball 1. Runner on first. 2 out. Top of the 6th. Foul tipped away and out of play. Tobury down in the count, 0-2 with 2 out. High fastball, ball 2. Ball 3 to the batter. Cassidy showing some patience as she gets a little dirt on those hands, rubs it, and picks up that bat. Handcuffed. Hopper, the first baseman, makes the catch. And that's it. The inning is over. A handcuffed short infield popper. A little blooper hit. And the first baseman makes a diving catch into the dirt to get out of that jam. BoManor defense holds.
Want a great way to refuel after the game? Reach for a tall, cold blast of chocolate milk.
So at the end of 5.5 innings, 1 hit, no runs, no errors. BoManor leads at 4-2. And BoManor comes to the plate, leading off with pitcher Madison Penta to start the bottom of the 6th inning. We'll come back after this important break. We'll be right back.
So you want to get to I-5, huh?
Ever get lost?
Well, go down this road a piece and turn right. Shouldn't matter where. It's all open field.
If you're looking for heaven, Jesus said he came from heaven.
Next, I think you turn right at a filling station.
For directions to heaven, who are you listening to? Someone who thinks they know the way?
Then I think there's a farm or something.
Or someone who's been there.
Another message from Lifeline Productions, the comic strip of radio, at lifelinepro.com.
All right, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Madison Penta at the plate. The leadoff batter in the bottom of the sixth inning with her team up 4-2. Takes a ball outside from pitcher Grace Mazaleski. Infield playing deep. Outfield deep. Penta, 6-foot sophomore pitcher, has dominated this game and shut down the bats of the Lady Cougars thus far. Except for a first inning rally of 2 runs, the Cougar bats have gone silent. Well hit and foul into right field. It hits the fence and bounces in. Out of play. 2-1 now to Penta. Ever since that first inning rally by the Cougars have only had 2 runners on base for the rest of the game. A fast grounder to the second baseman. She picks it up, throws to first, and they get Penta.
Now batting for the Eagles, the first baseman.
1 out in the bottom of the sixth. That'll bring up Morgan. She struck out in her last at bat. Morgan batting left-handed. Steps in. High fastball. Ball 1. One out, bottom of the sixth. Into right field, well hit. She goes back, and makes the catch on the run. So that right fielder getting the workout, because that one was headed for the wall, and she had to catch it running backwards to her right with a backhand glove, and she makes the great defensive catch on the fly out by Morgan to right field. 2 up, 2 down. That'll bring Bolton to the plate. Fastball high, ball 1. Bolton